What's up, gamers, and welcome back to the channel. It's me, ya boy, Mattyo, coming at you straight from the tea-throwing capital of the world. That's right, the good old US of A. Today we're going to be talking about some rich YouTube vloggers getting food service jobs for a day and then just pretending to love it despite being millionaires surrounded by normal people who are just trying to make ends meet. That's right, just when you thought vloggers couldn't get much more annoying, let's jump right on into it. Actually, but first, I wanted to thank you guys so much for 900 subscribers. It looks like we're going to be hitting 1K soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. I'm so thankful that you guys watch the videos and share them with your friends. That being said, I think it's time you guys learned a little bit more about me, so I'm planning on doing a Q&A video. Leave your questions in the comments below, or tweet them at me at Mattyo YT for a chance to have your question in the video. Not quite sure when it will go up. I'd like to have it for 1,000 subscribers special, but you know, I can't really be 100% on that. It really depends on the amount of questions I get. So if you guys send me a lot of questions, it'll make it way easier for me to actually make the video. So do that now. Thanks again. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming. So do you guys remember Undercover Boss? Basically, they took the CEO or someone else wicked high up in a company. Could have been the director of fax machines for all I know. And they had to work at an entry-level position in the same company to show them how absolutely awful it is to work at their company. Because for some reason, that format's making a comeback on YouTube these days. Except instead of a CEO who kind of wants to improve the conditions for their workers or, reward the hard workers, no, the undercover person is just a YouTube millionaire taking constant video of everything and interlacing their own ineptitude with jokes about your actual job. It's not a new thing by any means, though, and it kind of follows in the footsteps of some major mess-ups by big YouTubers in the past. For instance, Alfie Days, who pretended to be poor for a video, he had to deal with the major inconvenience of using his actual sink to drink his tap water instead of some filtered ice water. It really was such a tragedy.
It's currently 7:25 in the morning. I cannot tell you how much I want a coffee to wake me up this morning, but as you see from the title of this video, and like I'm going to speak to you in a minute about, that can't happen. It can't happen as easily as I'd like it to. Damn, I need someone to wake me up. Some ice cold water. Oh, I can't even use our ice because we don't use ice empty glass of water it is today. Oh my gosh, just realised I can't even use that. I'm going to have to use this tap water instead. Today's going to be far more interesting than what I thought.
And to be fair to him, he must have been under a lot of stress that day because he wasn't sure if living off $1 was possible. Oh, sorry, wait, no, £1. £1, sorry. You silly Europeans using your weights for money measurements. Which, it may not be possible to live off £1 where he lives. But that's why people go hungry. That's why people still starve to death in the world. It's just something that didn't cross his mind. Something that doesn't cross these people's minds is that other people aren't as rich as them and that they don't have money and they don't always get to eat. It's wild. And to be fair, Alfie Days did apologize for that video, and the pretending to be poor genre has been pretty barren since then. And that was until recently. This whole topic first hit my interest when I saw our boys, the Ace family, making rounds on social media at a restaurant, pretending to work, and wow, it was just beautiful. Basically, they just seem very, very excited to be working at what most people would consider to be a menial job. Taking orders and making food. There's just something about the way that they talk about working, how it's so exciting to them, how it's so distant to them. It sounds so entitled from their inflection, in my opinion. It's like they view the jobs that nobody really wants as some kind of adventure. Which I kind of understand because they're so disconnected from society that they have to pull stunts like this to feel like average people. Except that by doing this, they end up just getting in the way of average people actually doing their jobs.
Ace family, I'll tell you one thing. Whatever I'm doing, I try to get the best at it. So I can guarantee you, boss, I'm gonna give you my all. The orders should be out by today. I just want to make sure they're equally okay. I gotta make sure all the pieces are the same. Okay. Maybe you can take some of it. So you can take some of this with up. Oh, right. Oh. Okay, much bigger now. Much bigger. Okay, all right. I need my fingers even. I hate these. Put the bananas. Sprinkle them on top.
Yeah, that's from the full-length video of the working experience they posted on their channel. It's a hard watch. If you're looking to cringe, I'd recommend it though. It really amazed me just how out of touch these people are, though I can't really tell if they're playing it up just to be funny for the camera. Either way, this ain't cool. There's just something about having to pretend to be an average person that really bothers me. Especially when you make your money off of average people watching your videos pretending to be you. It's kind of like they're making fun of the people who are living vicariously through them by watching their videos, by living vicariously through food workers to pretend to be their viewers and making fun of them at the same time. I don't know. You know, I'm not really sure why it bothers me so much. I guess it's just because after a few hours work, they're gonna go back to their mansion and complain about how tough their day was. And, well, the average person has to go back to work the next day and then go home to their small apartment, you know, whatever they can afford. It's just, I don't know, it just seems kind of gross. But then amazingly, despite the backlash that the Ace family got from their video, another YouTuber was able to make an even worse video. Oli White saw the Ace family's video and decided to go nuclear on that. He yeeted their video out the window. He made one that is so much worse, and it's so much worse because he got a brand deal. Not just like an, you know, your normal VPN brand deal that every YouTuber gets, or, you know, mobile game ad. No, he got sponsored by McDonald's. So he had to get a job at McDonald's for a day. McDonald's wants this guy to make a video about working at McDonald's. You think it's gonna be a respectful video that talks about, you know, the pros and cons of working at McDonald's? No way. It's to advertise applying for McDonald's with your Alexa. I don't know how he worked out a brand deal with everybody's favorite clown, Ronald McDonald, but honestly, I'm just glad that he did because this is such an awful video.
You know how much I love my food and you know how much I love my tech as well. So I thought, why not try and apply and get a job at McDonald's? Alexa, how do we get a job at McDonald's?
Here's the skill McDonald's apply through by Paradox Incorporated for McDonald's. Hi, what country do you want to work in?
United Kingdom. How cool is this?
McDonald's apply through. In order to continue to proceed with an application, we need you to indicate your first name and telephone number. Do you agree?
I agree.
Okay, thank you. Can I get your first name?
Ollie.
Thanks. We currently have restaurant crew and customer experience vacancies. As McDonald's crew member, your role could range from preparing all of McDonald's world famous food to helping customers order their favorite menu items.
Perfect.
As a customer experience leader, you could help create feel-good moments by making sure guests are taken care of.
Yes.
You'll need an outstanding attitude, willingness to learn and grow, and the capability to excel in a fast-paced team environment. McDonald's will teach you the rest.
Perfect. I think I'm perfect.
McDonald's will send you a text with a link to its job search page so you can apply for the position that works best for you. What is your mobile phone number?
I really didn't want to have to be the guy who says it, but here I go anyway. I don't think that the people who own Alexas and the people who are going to be applying for a job at McDonald's are two, like, populations that really overlap too much. I guess that, I mean, I'm not really sure that the average fast food worker has enough money to buy vanity electronics. But that just might be me. You know, maybe they're just really aiming for kids whose parents are rich and tell them to get a job, but they can't be bothered to get up from playing Fortnite. So they're just like, yo, Alexa dude, I need to get me a job, but I don't want to get off my couch from Fortnite. What can you hook me up with? And Alexa's like, yeah, dude, we're hiring at McDonald's down the road from you. You go in like twice a week for like 4 hours. You make like $50. You have a great time. And they're like, oh, sweet dude. Yeah, I mean, that's gotta be it. That's the only segment of the population they can reach with this. It's just kind of weird. I don't really understand it, but that's not the whole point. The whole point is, well, Ollie got the job, and let's just watch this.
I really want to make something. What should we make? What should we do? Oh, I never. Which one can I make? Oh, you know what? Let's make a big Mac. Let's make a big Mac. Okay. This is. It's gonna be very slow. Right, big Mac. What do we need? Huh? Okay, cool. Right, yeah, please. Round here. That one. Yep, goes in there. The middle one in there. Other way. Yes. This is. And you've got 4 stars here. Yeah, I'm doing now. But I've got no stars. Right? Why have you got 4 stars? What have you done for 4 stars?
Work a lot, work hard.
Yeah.
Then our staff, they are living in the store, working everywhere.
So like the different stars are improving learning skills.
Quality, the service one, the cleanest one, Navi, that is about teaching everyone.
Awesome. Well, maybe one day I'll have 4 stars. Right, okay. So how is it? The other one inside. Oh, wow. The sauce gun. Bit of onion. Yeah. Couple of gherkins. Gherkins in there. Cheese down. Can we just do one? Yeah, one. Yeah. One more, and this one. Oh, this one as well? I'm so happy. Okay, perfect. I've made my very own Big Mac. I'm a pro. I'm actually a pro. I don't think you really made it, mate. I put the buns in the heating machine and I got the patties out. I basically made it.
Now, I don't think I've ever met anybody who was that excited to work at McDonald's. In fact, I don't think I've ever met anybody that was excited to work at McDonald's, period. But Ollie's strutting around like he just landed a job making $1 million. And I mean, to be honest, he probably did make more from this brand deal than the yearly wage of the average McDonald's worker. So I guess I'd be pretty excited in that scenario too. I mean, the McDonald's workers had so little faith in Ollie that they wouldn't even let him make a Big Mac. And I mean, even his cameraman throws shade at him for this. Like, come on, dude. He literally only put the bread in a toaster, then moved some meat onto the bread. I mean, basic motor control is pretty hard, right? The McDonald's dude did not want to deal with Ollie going through and, you know, sprinkling his lettuce everywhere, making a mess. Ollie's ineptitude was like, the guy was like, I can't do that. He barely knew how to work the toaster. I'm gonna make the best Big Mac you've ever seen. Then this dude, straight up, makes the best looking Big Mac in the world. I've never even, like, I consider myself a connoisseur of fine fast foods, and I've never gotten a Big Mac that looked as delicious as that one. That dude knows what he's doing. He deserves his 4 stars, and Ollie deserves his 0. Either way though, as you can tell from this clip, the video is literally just Ollie messing around, doing some goofs and gaffs in a McDonald's kitchen, recording it. Well, none of the staff, honestly, the staff didn't really look too outwardly annoyed, but inwardly, their patience was cooking like that superb Big Mac that the guy made earlier. I guess the real point of this video is to just talk about how out of touch these people are. Oli White, working at McDonald's, the entire thing seemed so scripted. It didn't seem like he was genuinely trying to learn anything. It didn't seem like he was enjoying his experience. He was just making fun, having some goofs and gaffs with the boys, with the Big Mac boys. And it's just weird. Like, I don't understand why all these vlogging channels are suddenly getting jobs at restaurants and pretending to be normal people. I just don't get why you would be super excited to do a menial job for a day. And Ollie's was sponsored. And even though it was sponsored, it still didn't paint the job in a serious light. He still kind of made fun of the job. Like, hey guys, look, I'm flipping a patty. Wow, isn't that so ironic? Because I'm super rich? It just makes no sense. And then, at the same time, he's standing next to people who do this as their main source of income to put food on the table. How can you still, make a comedic video about somebody's job? Well, they're the ones showing you how to do it. You're making fun of them to their face. It's just distasteful. I just don't get it. These people do this job 8 hours a day, every day, and then some rich YouTuber comes in and he's like, yo, what's up, dude? I want to learn to make a Big Mac. And then he just jokes around with his cameraman for a while, and then you end up making the Big Mac. I just don't get it. It just seems really annoying. And I feel bad for the fast food workers. But what do you guys think? Have you ever had an awful job like this? What would you do if some rich YouTuber came in and basically roasted your entire job for a few hours before driving home in their Lambo and resting in their mansion? In my opinion, it's just distasteful. And the question really needs to be asked. Why do YouTubers think that pretending to work at a low-wage job makes them relatable? I just can't wrap my head around it. It doesn't work out, and they always end up coming out of it worse than they went in. They treat it like a joke, and that's not cool. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to put your Q&A questions in the comments down below. And like and subscribe if you're new. Well, you can like if you're not new, because, if you like this video. But anyway, have a great day. God bless you.